It's a Sunday morning in beautiful upstate New York, and I am here looking at the KAWASAKI CORDOVA BMX bike. I really don't know what to think of this. I'm going to get it out in the sun where we can see it a little bit better. Now this bike is sort of your typical overbuilt kind of quasi-generic BMX bike where they're taking cues from the BMX industry at the time. You know, it has this massive like top tube wishbone pierced junction here. There were a lot of bikes that were using stuff like that. The seat's kind of goofy, but I understand they wanted to carry the graphic theme forward. Here's your Cordova logo and the legendary Kawasaki logo. My friend had a Kawasaki KX125 when we were kids. It was pretty amazing. And here you have the typical generic Taiwanese Shimano DX copy pedals that were huge in the 90s. Kawasaki Team Green decal on the sprocket. These are all decals. They didn't bother to actually paint the frame, you know, put legitimate graphics on it. Let the good times roll, Kawasaki slogan. Just thread on pegs, nothing too special. Normal kind of quasi double diamond hardtail. But the interesting thing about this bike is this thing. It's called the Fset. And this has got to be the craziest rotor configuration I've ever seen. It works. See, I'm pulling the rear brake lever. It's hard to see inside here. There's like a gyro plate type of thing. This mechanism. Let me see if the camera will even focus on that so you can see it. It's hard to get the exposure right, but this whole head tube is like this giant tin can. So you got your cable going to the top plate that says Fset on it. And then it goes in here and there's some kind of ridiculous proprietary configuration in there. And it works. See? There's my shadow. Here, I'll switch hands so I don't have my shadow all over this thing. It's too late. You know, the brakes kind of work. They work better than shitty gyro brakes, but this is crazy. The biggest head tube I've ever seen on a bike. And there's a little gusset here. Clamp on block style stem. Weird lock nut. And the Fset logo comes up to the top. The rest of it's, you know, I think probably painted alloy rims, steel hubs, little Kawasaki logo. Nothing too good, nothing too bad. You know, here's some Kawasaki. It's basically just licensed to another company. I don't think Kawasaki makes these. They just let somebody put their logo on it. And you know what? It rides really well. It's going to be hard riding this standing up. I'll give it a go. Here, I'll sit down. You know, the seat's really low, but it's smooth. For some reason, I didn't do anything to this bike, but it's nice and tight. It's not all loose. It's not all messed up like a lot of bikes that you find. Rides well. Brakes even work. I wish I had a wider angle lens, but I don't know how good this bike would be for actual BMX riding, like doing tricks and tail whips and jumps and stunts and shit. Obviously the pegs are junk, but, and the front brake has no brake pads, and I got my hand on the wrong thing, so I'll just sort of step off. Step off. So I guess that's about all I have to say about that. Kawasaki Cordova. Not really a useful bike, but definitely a really cool bike, and I'm guessing somebody's really gonna like owning this thing. Thanks for watching.